My name is J.R. Logan. I'm the Executive Director here at MakeHaven.
My name is Ruby. I'm an artist and a board member here at MakeHaven. So I joined MakeHaven a couple years ago, not really having or holding any experience in the wood shop or the metal shop or printmaking really, and throughout the years I've slowly been able to build this experimental practice as an artist to see what's possible within myself and to also utilize these skills to apply into the outside world, whether it's community building, whether it's applying for residencies, whether it's inquiring with my own community of Fairhaven what people need and what people are looking for. It's been really helpful to use as a tool for community building.
We've been around since 2012, and we got started really when 3D printers were becoming a new phenomenon. And we had a meetup group that was deciding to get together, talk about technology, do 3D printers. Then we needed a place for the 3D printer, and it snowballed from a small group to now 770 members. Yeah, MakeHaven has a bunch of unique activities. So we have woodworking, but we have the big CNC machines that can cut out large pieces at a furniture scale. We also have fine woodworking tools. We have tools for sharpening. We have a water jet cutter, which is an amazing tool that can cut through metal or stone. There is even a brewing community where people learn to brew. We have a room where people can learn about biology and do things like work with mushrooms to be able to grow and cultivate. There's a wide breadth of activities here, and that's the way we like it. People can explore, learn, interact, and find creative collisions between the areas.
One of my most memorable experiences was actually learning how to use the CNC machine to make large-scale woodcuts that I then utilized to print onto large pieces of paper like stamps. And again, I started out not knowing how to utilize these tools and slowly built my skills up to get to a comfortable level to achieve this. Outside of the creative space, we also have different types of classes and programs. I personally did the Foundations of Fabrication 6-month course a couple years ago, and it was absolutely transformational because it gave me a more intensive community that met weekly to figure out these new types of tools, tips, and tricks. It was a great program, and I'm really happy that I did it.
We've offered all sorts of classes, welding, introduction to working with metal as far as CNC, computerized cutting. We've done printmaking workshops, and Ruby's done some great printmaking as well. Woodworking classes, making cutting boards. Often the classes are aimed at a very introductory, get people in here, some focused time with the instructor. But a lot of the learning that happens here is more directed, more by the community, the volunteers, and exploration. So it's a combination of both. MakeHaven works as a monthly membership. So people come in 24/7 working on their projects, which is great for artists who have creative moments at all times of day. We have a sliding scale system. So based on income, we adjust the rate that folks pay so we can be as inclusive as possible and bring all of the types of voices and perspectives to the table. There is a meetup group. We were talking about technology and its implications. There were the 3D printers coming out at that time, so we were getting together and looking at those. And makerspaces, then called hackerspaces, were starting to emerge in different cities, and we felt that New Haven should have one. So a bunch of folks that were interested in this got together and started with a small group that grew. Yeah, I think the goals are really driven by our mission. So we are trying to put tools in people's hands so they can invent, create art, do those things. So our success is really measured with what our members do. And that has driven the expansion and added new capabilities. I imagine that there'll be new capabilities, more space, more programs, more activities, but most importantly, more people will create art, build crafts, come up with an invention. MakeHaven, by its nature, is a community organization, a collection of members. So we have people we're involved with all over the place. And we've done a number of community projects. So we've built miniature libraries. We've had all sorts of art created here that's been part of festivals, been part of activities. We've participated in the night markets. We've held our own market. And that's really an effort to give a venue to people who are early in their career, figuring out as artists, as creators, what can they do, and collectively we can go much further. And that's just the beginning. We're involved in many, many things because of the work of our members individually.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of these things are actually member initiatives. Members come up to staff or come up to the community on Slack and say, hey, I have this idea, can we work together to get it done? That's been one of the most special things to witness here.
We have our website, makehaven.org. You can also easily Google it and set up on the website a time to take a tour. We'll walk you through the space. When people are ready to join, they start right there on the website, gives you a brief video orientation, and we bring you into the space and start introducing you to the tools and volunteers.
If you want to connect with us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you can search us up as MakeHaven, or you can visit us online on the web at makehaven.org to schedule an appointment or tour.